All right. I don't know why that's a thing, but that's a thing. But what's up, guys? My name is Justin. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are back on Need for Speed Porsche Unleashed to continue the playthrough for part number 2. We are going to be hopping back into factory driver. As if you remember at the end of the last episode, we were promoted from junior test driver to regular test driver for whatever that means. I figured out some of the quirks as far as the recording goes. I thought the sound was pretty good in the last episode, so I'm going ahead and recording the second part of this. If you have suggestions or inputs, let me know. We can still shake things up, obviously, for future parts, but we're going to roll with it again for this one and see how it sounds and see how it works out. Again, I apologize that the first 5 seconds of the video are blowing your eardrums out. I greatly apologize for that so much. I don't know why every time I window to start a recording, it turns the sound back on the music. I have no idea why that's happening, but it is what it is. I tried all sorts of stuff to fix it, and I can't figure out why that's happening. So if you have any thoughts, let me know. Otherwise, we'll just roll with it at this point. But again, we'll get right back into this in a second. But again, big thank you to Spencer Chisnell and what the hell is it? Steven. What the hell is your last name, Steven? Steven, you know who you are. Anyways, I'm blanking big time because I'm very tired as we went into windowed mode again there because we sat dormant too long. But Halligan, I'm sorry, Stephen Halligan. Big help to each of them or big thanks to each of them for helping me get this set up. So let's get on to it. We'll hop right back into factory driver and resume where we are with the test driver. If you remember, we had roughly 10 or so challenges last time out as a junior test driver, and we were promoted right at the end of the episode and gifted the Porsche Carrera RS 2.7. So that was very cool. And now we'll move on to factory driver chunk number 2. So sit back, relax, enjoy it, and let's get to it. What's up, Dieter? Justin, there's a customer in town who came out to pick up their car from the Porsche exclusive program. He came out a day early and was on a tight schedule. Well, that's his fault, not our fault. You have to get this car to him as soon as possible and get it there without a scratch. That sounds like a him problem. We're going to drive at Auvergne. This is a cool racetrack, but we'll see how it goes. So, Boxster, let's get to it. This is the track, Auvergne. The city chunk is where I don't remember where we go or need to go or anything like that. It's very twisty in the inner city section, so more difficult track. I assume we'll have police and traffic cars here for this, so hopefully we don't screw it up too bad. We have 2 minutes 33 seconds, which seems like a very interesting time, but again, I don't know what metric they used in this game to decide how long you get for this stuff, but we have cars there overtaking each other. We have police cars up ahead that we can see. Pretty grippy this car is, this Boxster. We got a 930 police car who turned right into us. Actually, that's a pretty good takedown by the police there. Thought we were going to be alright, but he's facing the wrong way now, so at least we disposed of him. So the car's a little bit broken, but not failing levels of broken yet, so that's good. We can continue on. That shouldn't have cost us too much time. Police car respawns up ahead of us here. Tricky here, some of these blind corners, because you see traffic like that. We are able to avoid that one, though. Another traffic car getting out of the way. Police got stuffed up behind that dump truck there, whatever that was, so just past halfway through our time limit now. We are leaving the ruins section where if you're doing the forwards version of this track, it's actually at the end of the lap, but this is at the beginning of the lap in this direction. Ran a little bit wide there. We have about a minute to get back here. Still with passing levels, a damn big roadblock there, all sorts of traffic. We'll stay out of the way of the police car, let him catch up to us and try to interfere with us some more like he did at the end of the last episode. But we're cruising along nicely. Hope you're all doing well. Make sure you drop that like and sub down below if you're new. Don't want you to miss Andy and any of the things. Oh, a little bit wide there. Almost clobbered that green car if we weren't careful. Don't want you to miss anything we got coming up from iRacing. Oh, we got 2 cop cars now. So they're shaking it up on us. We got iRacing, of course, coming up as always. Oh, yikes. iRacing coming up. More episodes of this every week, every Saturday, same time as my usual videos. So keep an eye out for that if you enjoy this. Let me know if you have played this game, enjoyed this game when you were younger, or anything like that. And we'll see how that goes, and let me know what you think. If I should play maybe High Stakes or play Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2, the PC version again. But we made the time limit without too much issue. Good job on our satisfied Porsche customer. Thank you, Dieter. All right, Klaus, we need you to test out some of the adjustments I've made to the four-wheel drive system on the new Carrera 4. We've set up a run in the Alps, very snowy section. I love this track. It's awesome to drive. Very tricky, but a lot of fun. Be careful though, the fresh snow makes for an excellent testing condition, but can be very slippery. Good thing. So this is going to go through some of the tunnels and stuff that are in the first third of the lap, and it ends up getting really, really slippery. The middle part of this track is pretty much straight ice where the road goes from brown to like straight white, and it's very, very tricky, very, very slippery, but it's a lot of fun. So Carrera 4 Cabriolet here. I'm not sure you'd want a Cabriolet in the Alps, as it seems like the temperatures would not be very friendly for that, but we have 1 minute 9 seconds to get through this course. Shouldn't be too difficult, not too long. We may not even get to the really slippery part, I'm not sure, but once we get to here, each subsequent tunnel gets a little bit more slippery. So when we come out of this upcoming tunnel right here, it's going to be the second most slippery surface, like in English. So, yep, a little more slippery here on this white stuff where you can still see the roadway. Fortunately, it's still pretty gripped up here, but now when the road goes away and it becomes all white, this is the really slippery stuff here. So this is what we have to be really careful of for a little bit here. This section is very, very slippery. Just make sure we point the car nicely, get through here. A little bit of braking. Off throttle again, try to get the nose in. We slide a little bit wide, just touch the fence, but we're going to be able to just throttle up and hold it. And we're going to slide a little bit wide, but we got plenty of time to get up to that mark up there, about 5 more seconds. So not a problem, easy peasy lemon squeezy. About a second and a half to spare with my little bit of a slide, so nothing too difficult. Really fun track. Impressive driving. Thank you very much, Klaus. All right, Dieter. Klaus is working on a project in a warehouse in Zone Industrial and needs some parts. Can you run these out to him? He needs them as soon as possible. After you drop them off, get back here immediately to receive your next assignment. Be forewarned, get restarted, blah, blah, blah. Can be a problem. So this is what I was talking about that I referenced in the last episode, where we're going to go into the soda welding, construction, whatever area, and then we have to go back. So nothing too crazy. Again, Zone Industrial, another track I absolutely adore in this game. Super fun. So actually, we're starting here? Is that how this works? I guess we're starting there, and we're going to end up where he is. I don't remember exactly how it works. This is the metal working part, but regardless, you see all the cool textures, and again, some cool details. These things are all ginormous, these pots of molten, whatever, metal making. So it looks pretty interesting, but... Oh, I'm going the complete wrong way. Alright, I'm stupid. We're going to start over. I forgot you have to go past, like, the exit before you can turn left there, so I'm pretty dumb. Again, it's been, if you didn't see the first episode, go watch it. It was great, and I loved it. Good to get back into the game, but I have not played this in about 15 years, at least. Maybe closer to 20, but at least 15. So it's been quite a long time. There we go. We have to go past this bit, then we can go left. Thank you very much. So there will be police out here today, as expected. There they are. That's a 993. There will be traffic, as usual. It's a factory driver. Cool to have these kind of things as part of it. Go by that little green car, whatever it is. It's cool that they mix in the different eras of cars like this. Again, I'm very excited to play the Evolution mode here in a couple episodes. I think that's one of the better game modes in any Need for Speed game. And of course, I'm biased towards these classic Need for Speed games. I love High Stakes, even though that's a little bit of a not as polished game as this is, but High Stakes is still a great game. I obviously love this game. I love Hot Pursuit 2. So, super fun. Really looking forward to that. But we got work to do here today first. Just going to slow down in case this cop decides he's going to forget how to drive. We'll just navigate past that with a little bit of a wiggle and a slide. Wanted to make sure I could drive past him with power on oversteer. Or power on understeer, excuse me. The cop is going the other way because I don't know why. But we got about a minute 50 here to go. This is kind of the back way. It's a little bit tricky. Gotta drop the parts off. And then head back, so. Got there in less than a minute and a half, which is great because it means we're doing alright on time. And then we just gotta head back. Easy enough. I'm sure we'll have at least one more run with the cops here. Dump truck thought about climbing over that curb, but he's still good. Again, I'm certain we'll have one more run with the police car here before we get back. We got just over a minute to get there though, so no issue, no rush. There's our cop friend. It's gonna be perpendicular to the road. I don't see any traffic ahead, so we're gonna keep our throttle down for this jump. And into this one as well. There's a green car that we'll barely miss, but we made it enough. Deceptively tight corner here. Used to always mess that one up as a kid, so we'll brake nice and early, make sure we get the nose in. Direction change is good, avoid the dump truck. A little bit of a jump here, don't want to jump too high or too far. You can end up in the pipes or in the wall very easily there. Ask me how I know. Again, as a child, I remember all vividly how much I struggled through some of these races and challenges with, you know, comes with being a kid. You don't know what you don't know, but that's why I wanted to play this again, see if it's actually a good game or if I was just nostalgia biasing this. But to be okay here, we got one more slight bend, but we're going to make it with plenty of time, just under 20 seconds to spare. So hope Klaus got his parts, hope Dieter's happy. Excellent work, thank you very much. On to what's next. Rolf, we just hired a new test driver to the team. His name is Billy. I've set up the course for you and you need to show him the ropes on the skid pad. So again, we're going to have a kind of a almost full turn here around to the right, and then we're going to go back, do another couple full turns, and then back up similar to where we start. So should be fun. Looks like we're in another 993 Carrera of some sort. Again, I love the detail where he's there in the car with us in the cockpit with his test driver helmet. Very cool. 39 seconds we got, so it must be a pretty short, tight course. Straightforward enough. Checkpoint somewhere, there it is. I was like, we're going to turn a lot, but it's got to be somewhere. So plenty of time to spare, just about 3.5 seconds and some change. So no pressure. Welcome to Team Billy. We got to make sure to show you up. That was excellent. Oh yeah, Billy mentioned he wanted to talk to you about something. So I assume this next one's going to be our first encounter with Billy. He's going to have some kind of challenge for us. Hey there, Justin. Think you're pretty fast? I heard you're some sort of hotshot. Well, I may be new here, but I don't want you stealing any of my glory, so it's time I put you in your place. I'll race you on the hill there today, then we'll see how fast you are. All right. We're driving at the Pyrenees. It looks like it's basically the whole track. I don't know how that works, so I think this is a one-on-one battle. I don't think it's a time thing. Maybe. All right, here we go. The battle with Billy at the Pyrenees. Here we go. Should be identical starts, right? Because we're identical cars, but somehow he gets a little bit of a launch. He gets the coupe. I'm stuck with the Carrera Cabriolet. I don't know how that works or why that's the case, but no matter. He's just going to eat that dump truck immediately for huge damage and flip over. Nice job, Billy. You're a real superstar. But we will continue on our way, so that gives us all the gap we need. Slight touches the brakes there just to make sure the back end comes around and we can get the nose turned. We do have police here today because of course we do. Factory test driver, whatever. Thought the police might eat that dump truck, but they did not. We're gonna have, oh, that's actually a really good pit maneuver there by that cop. That was really well done, not gonna lie. But we're good, no matter. Continue on here. Oh, drive right into the back of him as he's swerving all over the place, and he's giving us all sorts of troubles here. They're definitely affecting us. Billy's still nowhere to be seen. He's 12 seconds back. I'll let the cop give us a little bit of a boost push here. Oh, he's gonna pin us again. That is very well done, I'm not gonna lie. That is textbook pit maneuver by this police officer. This guy is definitely good enough to be chief test driver as far as I'm concerned. But still got a decent gap here, 15 seconds. Billy may have had his own issues with traffic or something else, but we're still good, no matter. Time doesn't really matter, we just got beat. Oh, God. All right, well. He ate the dump truck and then I ate him, so. Police car is very broken. Billy is coming up behind us now, 6 seconds back. You can see him there. Police car will chase back after us, but Billy is caught up now after all this disaster. And we are very damaged. 30% steering damage, 19% handling, 12% body, which doesn't really matter, 7% drivetrain, which isn't too bad. Still doing okay. I don't know exactly where the finish line is, if we're doing this full course or not or whatever, but No matter. There's another police car there on the right that we're going to have to deal with, I'm sure. There he goes. Cool. Let's get some more damage while we're at it. Let's flip over. Awesome. We are just destroying this poor Carrera. Billy and I are having a rough day. I don't think either of us deserve to be chief test driver after this. Just very effective police work and very poor driving standards for the two newbies here at the Porsche Test Drive Center. This is the piece of scenery right here that I hit on the right there when I was testing the game that I mentioned last episode. So we try to avoid all these bits of sticky out scenery because they're very two-dimensional, very block shaped. So it's not ideal. Here comes the police pack to give us some more grief. I almost plowed into that poor that piece of wall. Actually saved us there, but I almost plowed into that poor pedestrian car. I am just not having a good day of driving here today. We still have an 8-second lead on Billy because we're both screwing this up royally. Neither of us want to win. Neither of us want to become the chief test driver, apparently. So another police car up ahead, past the dump truck. Only a couple more corners to go here, so not the biggest issue. He's very damaged. That must have been the respawn police that I had the first time there. So we'll cut underneath that traffic car, hit some more scenery and do some more damage. Why not? We have plenty of lead, plenty of gap. We have to deal with this police car. One more corner to go. Billy with a very poor drive. Mine was only slightly better, but we are going to make it over the finish line. We'll take the nice convenient jump here that they place at the end of the course for us. Just under 4 minutes, and that's an appropriate ending because holy crap was that ugly. We're going to watch this replay through, and I'm going to try some more stuff that had more to do with luck than anything else. I mean, that's pretty much technically true, but I'm going to try to take my screenshot here of that first pit maneuver from the police car. Still figuring out how the screenshots are going to work here, so please bear with please bear with me as he pile drove that guy there. So the last time I did this one, I tried to take that screenshot of the Boxster. It didn't really work, but you know, that's part of it. So, all right, here we go. Now we'll just watch this, I guess, in 0.25, which is going to be pretty mind-numbingly boring, but no matter. So we go to the right of this guy, and I think he's going to hit us right off the bat here, but don't remember exactly. So appreciate the patience while I figure all this out. I don't remember exactly how this run went, to be honest with you. But yeah, it's been a good playthrough so far. Hope you're enjoying it. Oh yeah, because I thought he was going to hit that dump truck. That's right. And again, still trying to figure out exactly how the screenshots will work here for this game. It's a little bit different than the screenshots I usually take on iRacing, so. All right, we'll see what our camera options are here for this. All right, we'll try this one. Try that. If it doesn't work, no matter, but we'll hop out of that and we will move on to the next challenge. I made some modifications. Klaus, this is to the Boxster prototype. This is supposed to be a Boxster S. I need you to take it out on the skid pad and try it out. It's a pretty complex course, but you should be able to handle it. We'll see what we got here today. Pretty similar, actually, to the one we just did with Billy in the car. Not too much different about that, so should be able to follow pretty easily if I just pay attention to what's going on.
3, 2,
Here we go.
go!
All right. Nice slalom back to the finish line. Easy peasy. Just under 3 seconds to spare. Piece of cake in the Boxster S. Looks pretty good. Those adjustments might just make it on the next year's model. I don't know what that means because I'm pretty sure we're already in 2000, but whatever. Frank says, "Hey Justin, we're going for a little race on the country roads after work. I hear your reputation is at stake. Billy's been talking behind your back a lot. Of course he has. I think it's time you taught this new kid a lesson again." That's correct. "He seems to forget that you beat him earlier, but you better win the race or Billy may never shut up. We are racing at the Pyrenees today." All right, looks like we all have Carreras. I have another Carrera cab. Pyrenees once again. How come they all have to drive 993s and I get a 996? That makes no sense. Seems a little bit rude, but maybe this car is slightly faster, so they're giving the player the advantage, but no matter. Billy and Frank right in front of me here in red and tan, respectively, and then Rolf up ahead in the bright red car. Again, I do love how this game just actively encourages street racing, essentially. Like, not a worry in the world about the fact that we're breaking every rule of the road, speeding down city streets and blah blah blah. As he just, I'm pretty sure Rolf just warped through that that signpost there on the side of the road. That was very strange, but plenty of time, no rush here. Just gotta avoid the traffic, make no mistakes here. Should be all right. Oh, dump truck with a big old swerve there, and that's actually gonna. I turned left to avoid that. We're gonna end up in the wall, but we're still good. Still a long way to go. I just prefer to see what they race like here as we get going, and then we'll do it again if need be. Not ideal start to be this far behind, but we're still good. A little bit of lift off the throttle there to make sure we get the nose in once again. Police starting to play a factor here in the middle of the road, hitting traffic cars, and people are flying through the air. That's always cool. And apparently we are now in second because Billy is up ahead, but he's hit a traffic car of his own, so we are now in the lead, just like that, like I said. So you never know what can happen with the traffic. But we're out ahead. Rolf and Frank just demolished that crash with the police car there, and Billy was able to miss that one, but he hit his own traffic car shortly afterwards. He's tucked up behind us, and then we got a nice little gap back to everybody else. So keep plugging away. Quite a ways to go here, so I mean, not that long, but enough. So we're gonna just understeer off in that fence. Why not? It's always good for performance. Billy seems to have hit another traffic car and is actually gonna fall behind Rolf shortly, it looks like on the timing screen, but he hasn't yet. So Billy just 7 seconds back, and the catch-up doesn't really exist. I mean, there's a little bit of catch-up in this game, but it's not nearly as bad as some of the other Need for Speed games, which is nice because you get out ahead, and then for the most part, at least in general, you stay out ahead. There is a little bit of catch-up, as you can see there. They'll close us back down a little bit, but they also make a lot of mistakes as AI, which is fine. So cruising around here, opposite direction as we just drove around here. We will jump in the shortcut just to try to avoid the police officer and confuse him a little bit, even though this is not the faster route. We'll just try to get that police officer to lose us here so he doesn't play any silly buggers with our race. He is going to just continue on ahead, it looks like, though, and meet us at the intersection here where we rejoin the main road. There he goes, flying off. Holy crap. Okay, so policeman took a nice flip. We will take the victory here in this race with the other Porsche test drivers. That was quite the flip by the police officer. That was pretty good. So regardless, that should shut Billy's mouth for a while. It probably won't, but that's okay. All right, Rolf. Dieter's away on business tonight. We're going into town to play a little game of capture the flag. Do you think you have the juice to beat old Ralph's time? Last time I drove this route, I set a new record, and I'm looking to set a newer one tonight. Just keep your eyes open, and we'll let you know where to go. Don't drive too crazy, though, because we might get you restarted in the wrong direction. We're not going to try to make any mistakes. We are playing in the city bit at Auvergne once again. It is pretty complicated. It is a tricky circuit. It's the only circuit that I don't, have all the shortcuts and stuff memorized, or at least used to. We'll see what it ends up like here, but hopefully we can take a nice record off of Rolf's hands today. 6:25, so a pretty long challenge here. Seems excessive as a junior test driver now, or I guess now I'm just test driver, right? I don't remember. Makes no difference. I used to be junior, now we're just test driver. Is that how this works? So, regardless. I don't remember how this game mode works either. Capture the flag. Do I just have to drive as fast as possible, or I don't really remember, but we're just going to do what the arrows say to do. If we have to hit some cones or something, so be it. but we'll deal with that when we get there. So head into the town now. It looks like there is indeed something I have to run over. It looks like it's cones again, so easy enough. Nice and slow, nice and easy. Make sure we get into the inner city part here nice and smoothly. We are going to go into the tunnels then, which is good even though it's very narrow. And there are bits of scenery that stick out and get here. The boxes are destructible, but there are pipes on the walls that are not destructible. And they do a lot of damage. They're very solid, so we'll try to miss all those. We hit that cone that we couldn't see till the last minute, which is fine because we weren't going that fast. Not a problem. We're coming up to a T intersection here. I think there's one at the intersection. Maybe not. We're going to take a left, though, out of here. Again, some of these buildings also, they stick out at weird angles, like right to the edge of the pavement, or the roadway, I guess it is, not really pavement, but the cobblestones, whatever. So you have to be very aware of it. It's a very, very difficult and complex track to drive through. Easy cone to hit on a nice little straight bit here. Punt the cone down the road, plenty. Do some good damage there by smashing into the wall with some brake lockup for no reason. Mostly steering damage, so no matter, we should be okay. Not overly concerned. We are going to take a right here, which is nice, easier corner direction to make. A little bit of steering damage, you have to be aware of that as we're trying to hit these cones. Open up our entry here just a little bit for this section. Had to do some, again, the car doesn't really track straight anymore, it leans to the right just a little bit, so we had to basically aim right for it and full throttle it, but we made it, so we're good. Nice and smooth braking there, get the nose in. Turns pretty well. Thank goodness it turns better to the right. Make sure we get that one. Again here, this building sticks out pretty much right to or even onto the roadways. So narrow section here again. Just gotta aim for it straight. All good. Oh gosh, yeah, that's what you want. Don't want to hit fire hydrants either, but we made it thankfully. Still good. Another narrow section here with the wall on the left. Coming up towards halfway through our time here. Just over 3 minutes now. Take another left back into the tight bit here. There we go. Again, a route this long and complicated, they have to give you a little bit of grace as far as the time goes, so not overly concerned as long as we don't miss any cones like we did in the last bit there, as that cone actually destroyed the box, which is kind of funny. As long as we don't make any major crucial mistakes like we did in the last part with, what am I trying to say, like we did in the last part with missing that cone and having to turn around, we should be okay on time, I would assume. Don't want to assume that, but we should be alright. We're carrying decent pace here. There's a cone to hit, should be straightforward, nice and smooth on a straightaway. Awesome. We are going to have to 360 that one around. Didn't want to turn quite that much. Cost us a good amount of time there, but we had to make it into this turn. Cost us probably 7 or 8 seconds there, but again, hopefully we have a little bit of time built in. Cone up ahead here. Hit that one nice and smoothly. Go left here, which is good. So 2 minutes to go. Hopefully, again, we have a little bit of buffer here to our time limit. Another easy cone on a nice straightaway. Love to see it. Thank you much. A little bit of a jump there that we navigated just fine. Got the nose pointed in. Oh, yep, see there, fire hydrant did big damage. Thought I had missed, so I turned in and we just clipped it. That's okay. Minute 25 or so to go here. So just make sure we hit the cone. And coming up to the finish chunk here, at least we got about a minute to go. I don't know how long it'll take us to drive through to the finish line point, but hopefully it's not too awful. Set another cone up here for us at a really awkward angle. So thanks for that. 50 seconds. Should be able to navigate this. Don't really want to do this length of a level again, so hopefully 40 seconds here is enough to get to the finish line. That would be wonderful, please and thank you. Thankfully no traffic or police here for this today. Seems to be a closed course operation. 25 seconds. There's our finish line. We are going to make it with plenty of time. Right through the cones in the middle. 16 and a bit seconds to spare. Not a problem. Kid, you are so fast you've got me thinking about retirement. Hint, hint, foreshadow, foreshadow. Alright, Billy is back again. I hear there's an opening for the position of chief test driver. It's between you and me who gets the job. I set an awesome time on the stunt course that Rolf set out on the skid pad. Give it a go. I bet you can't beat my time. Alright, so again, we got 360, slalom, 360, done. Nothing too crazy, but again, we got to do the 360s in the lines, which apparently is easier said than done based on the last episode. Alright, we're ready. Let's do it. 43 seconds. We got plenty of time. Just got to make sure we get these 360s right. Okay, evidently not. And again, we try. The problem is this car isn't fast enough. We're not carrying enough speed to do like a full swing through, so I'm gonna have to we're gonna have to get creative to get both these correct, of course, like we did last time, but we'll go for it again. There's one. That's good. Good start. Our little slalom here. Alright, hopefully we can navigate this with some speed. Son of a bitch. Why? Why can't I have nice things? Do I have to start it earlier? I'm pretty sure you have to do the whole thing in the length of the cones, which is fine. But the car isn't fast enough and the handling is not. Okay, one. Easy. Alright. This is the one. I can feel it. Maybe. Alright, come on, Justin. Alright, success. Plenty of time to spare. That was actually a really well done run. Just under 5 seconds to spare. That was actually a really good run. Alright, success. Yeah, whatever, you can have the stinking job. I think that means it's Rolf's time to hang it up. Rolf. I've been thinking about retiring soon. There have been a lot of good days here at Porsche. I've recommended to Dieter that you take my place as chief test driver of the Porsche test team. He doesn't think you're ready and wants us to race on my old favorite stomping grounds to prove that you're up for it. To make this race extra special, we'll be driving one of the first cars I ever tested at Porsche, the 1973 Carrera RS. Good luck, kid, but I'm warning you, I won't be holding any punches. Well, if you want to retire so bad, you should really hold some punches so that this will just go nice and smoothly. But whatever, regardless, we'll get to it. Fun track, should be a decent race, pretty long event, but definitely this chunk of Porsche test driver, factory driver, whatever it's called, is a little bit shorter than the first chunk, and I think than the last chunk, so. Here we go, 1v1 against Rolf for the chief test driver role. A little bit of door contact there, nothing crazy. Pretty even. Again, I have no idea if we're driving here with traffic, and I assume with traffic, but I have no idea if there will be police out to get us. Trying to squeeze me into the wall, because why not? It's a huge wall contact there for us. Really damaged the steering, but we're still good. There we go, back up the inside, make the pass. Again, a little bit of steering damage, but we'll just deal with that, no problem. I mean, it may be a problem, but not concerned. Block them out there just a little bit. Alright, we gotta make sure we jump in the shortcut in the correct direction this time, that's key. Big oversteer from Rolf behind me. We want to take the left route here. He's going to go the other way. Fine with me. So this may hurt us a little bit initially, but ends up working out in our favor once we get across. He's going to go ahead there, but again, we'll make up some of this time and distance on the back end. Another big wall hit there. That one did some more serious damage. We're going to end up right about even here coming out of this chunk because I've made a mess of this, but no matter, we'll have a little bit of momentum here coming our way. Swing back to the left side. Door slammed the shit out of him for no reason. Nice job, Justin. That's a way to make a good impression. So, a lot of damage done to both cars now, and we're going to spin out, actually. That's not ideal. Alright, we're going to start this one again, because it's all very sloppy on my part, but I know we can do better than that, as the game is going to freeze up here, but we'll get back going. Alright, let's try that again, because that was very not good on my part, all of that, but we'll do it again. We'll not slam into the fence immediately, and we'll hopefully have more gap on Rolf next time around, so. He gets a little better start this time. Happy to stay behind. Again, seems like there was no traffic there or anything, so that's all good. He's going to have a big slide, and trying to miss him, we actually spin him out, which wasn't really what I was trying to do, but at least we don't have steering damage this time. That's good. That's most of the key of this game, is avoiding steering damage. Sometimes damage is unavoidable with traffic and with other players making mistakes. Not other players, but other cars, you know what I mean? So steering damage is the thing you want to avoid most, and we'll have to be very careful of that in evolution mode. We'll just, again, we'll repair the car every time and so on. But a little bit of a gap here for us this time, which is good. Definitely an understeery car, as most are in this game. Through the twisty bits, and now we get to pick our route again. We're going to, again, stick with the left side. I truly believe it's faster if I can just get my life together and make a nice couple corners here. Definitely an understeery thing. Not sure how much of that is damage and me just being bad, but we'll get out ahead. Again, we'll have a little bit of momentum here from the route we took. Not concerned. Rejoin with the other alternate route, but we're good. He's not that far behind us, so we still got to be on our toes here, just about 2 seconds, but we are going to jump in and take the short route here through the mine. He's going to follow us. Sometimes the AI cars throw a little bit of caution to the wind in here and get all sorts of damage, but no matter, we're still clear by about a second and a half or so. Doing okay. Couple more corners to go. We just got to make sure we protect here, don't make any silly mistakes. It's going to be tough for him to come past us unless we make a big mistake. Again, just a slight brake drag there to get the nose to cut. Not too far behind, so definitely a good close race, but only about one more corner here and we should be able to take it. Second and a half is our gap, not a problem. Just gotta go around this next corner here and we'll be all set. Let's close the gap big time, but we will cross the finish line. And I think that means we are now chief test drivers. Here comes sliding in behind us. Alright, let's see what he has to say about that performance. Well, Justin, it looks like it's time for me to move on. Good luck here at Porsche. It's been great driving with you. Thank you, Rolf, whatever the hell your name is. You as well. Alright, Dieter, sorry, this is Klaus. Wait, this is Dieter. Am I on crack, or is this is Dieter's face, and it's definitely not Klaus. This is the wrong name for this guy. I've never noticed that until just now. Maybe other people have, but this is definitely Dieter. Anyways. Congratulations, Justin. You've been promoted to Chief Test Driver because of your excellent driving skills and determination. This position comes with the use of a Boxster as a company car, which is now parked in your garage, provided, of course, that you continue to prove yourself worthy. Well, thank you, Dieter Klaus. Anyways, Chief Test Driver. So we're clicking right through this, and that's going to be it. So yeah, that's what we got. We got on to Chief Test Driver, and I think we have to become the World Grandmaster Champion of the world. So I don't know if, again, I don't remember exactly if there's one or two more parts of the test driver chunk, but that was a relatively nice, short, quick one, pretty straightforward. So that was a lot of fun. Make sure you drop that like, sub down below. Again, thanks to Spencer and Steven for all their help with this, and let me know what you think. Let me know if you want to see any changes with the audio, any changes with the settings, anything like that, or what I can do differently to make this a little more fun. But I hope you enjoy it, and we will call that, and we'll be back next week for Chief Test Driver chunk. So that's going to be it. Appreciate you all as always. Until next time, bye.